Hello guys, welcome to aArambh, roadmap to the IT world. So let's start from where we have left in the last video. If you look at the previous videos, what all topics we have covered are in the first video we covered introduction as to why Java full stack development, especially in this year of 2026, and what is the future of it for the next 5 to 10 years. Then in the second video, we installed some softwares, Java, JDK, and IntelliJ IDEA, and we started right off with the writing the programs and everything, and we learned about variables and data types. In the next video, that is the third video, we worked with operators and expressions, and that was divided into two parts in the third and fourth video. And now we are in the fifth video in this series of Core Java, where you are going to learn from scratch about Core Java. So in today's video, we will discuss about conditional statements. Let me go to my IDE, and what I will do is, like as usual, I'll click on File, New, Project. I'll call this Conditional Statements, and I'll create a program. So I want to open this on this window only. I right clicked on SRC, new Java class, conditional statements. Now, for better viewing purpose, what I will do is beside file edit view, I have this appearance option. I'll enter into presentation mode. Now the view is better. So this is a class called as conditional statements. As usual, we want the main method inside it. So main tab, I've got my main method. But today we are going to discuss about conditional statements. When I say conditional statements, we are talking about if else, if else, else if, and nested if else, and last would be the switch case. Maybe if time permits, we'll cover switch case in this video, or else we will cover till this part in this video and switch case, and we have two statements, break and continue. Maybe we'll take up these three in the next video. Let's see how it goes. So for conditional statements, for if I go with a simple program, int number equal to 10. Here I want to check if this number is positive. This number is positive. So how we can check if a number is positive? If any number is greater than 0, that is considered to be as positive. So for if, we will open a parenthesis like this. If in this parenthesis, we'll give the condition. If number greater than 0, the condition, whatever we are giving, then we will print out system.out.println. If number greater than 0, what we will print is number is positive. So let me quickly run this. As I said, we can run from here, here, or here. So I'm running the current file. So you can see from the console, let me expand the console. The result is number is positive. Same case, what I will do is, if number greater than 0, it is positive. Else, if it is not positive, then give a SOUT statement. Number is negative. So in this case, what I will do is I'll assign this number with -5 and I will run. So I get number is negative. So I can also say if number, okay, if it's positive or negative. But here, if you see this, when we want to test the program, we are always hard coding the value. Hard coding means we are giving the value here, either 10 or -5, any positive or negative, which is not a best practice. In order to check the number, when we want to give the number from the console and then check, we have a utility class called as scanner class. So we will also learn about what is the scanner class, and that is used to read input from the console. So how it works, we will see now. We have a scanner class. Scan equal to, whenever there is a class, we will learn about classes and objects in the upcoming videos. But then for now, to understand, whenever there is a class, if we want to use it, we need to create an object of the class. If we want to create an object of the class, we will use a new keyword, Java reserved new keyword, new, and I got scanner here. And here I want you to notice one thing. When I use scanner, just a second, when I used scanner like this, we have imported new scanner of system.in. This is what it will take. When scanner, we have imported from java.util package. Java is a package, util is a package. In Java, there is a util package. From there, we are importing the scanner class. This was automatically done by the IDE, but manually, we will also notice and do this. For example, scanner. The moment, let me remove the import statement. When I give scanner, we will have an option to import. So ID will indicate. So we just click on import class. Then the import statement comes in. So whatever code that exists in the scanner class is written and placed in a util package, that is which is in turn present in the Java package. Scanner, this is the variable. Like int number, we give a variable and the type, right? This is the type. This is a scanner type. This is a non-primitive data type, a custom class. And the variable is scanner equal to, but in order to use here, we'll initialize it directly, but for classes, we initialize it in a different fashion. I'll explain that in the upcoming videos, but for now, this is how we use a scanner class. Scanner and a variable, it can be scanner, scan, input, or anything. We'll use different values in the upcoming videos. New keyword is used to create an object of the class, and this is taking a parameter system.in. Now, what I will do is I'll print a statement on the screen. Enter a number. On the screen, when enter a number is printed, what I will do is whatever number that is printed, I want to store here. Int number is equal to. So now I am no longer hard coding it. So I'm commenting out that part. Int number is equal to scanner dot, we are entering an integer number and we are expecting an integer number. So we say scanner dot next int. For now, I'm just introducing the scanner class. In slowly in the upcoming videos, I will talk more about scanner class, how it can be used, where we can go and make some mistakes, how we can correctly use it. I'll explain. So int number equal to scanner dot next int. Whatever after this statement, the next integer number you are entering, it will be read into the scanner class. So let me run the program. So on the console, we got the statement enter a number from this statement. After that, the IDE is expecting a number from me. I gave 10. Then the result is number is positive. As soon as I entered number 10 here, This number 10 value, next integer, whatever integer that I am entering after this statement will be stored into the number variable. Then we come here. Here we have 10 in this variable. If 10 greater than 0, it is true. So this block will get executed. Number is positive. So let me rerun it. Here we have an option to rerun. So enter a number. This time I will say -10. So we get number is negative because the value that we have entered -10 is here. Is it greater than 0? No. Then the else block will get executed. So this is how scanner class can be used. Let me tweak this scanner class a little bit to show some errors that might occur. Enter a number. I enter 10.5, which is not an integer, but it is actually a decimal. So, but we told Java to expect an integer only. Here in this line, we told Java, please expect an integer from me. Next int. So what happens here? So we got an exception. Exception is like an error. We'll talk about exceptions in detail in the other videos. So input mismatch exception. It was expecting an integer. We gave a decimal. So input mismatch exception has occurred. We have to enter integer numbers only. So enter a number. I will say I'll give a text. Again, input mismatch exception. So this is the significance of next int. Only next entered integer value will be considered. So let us try with the number 20. Number is positive. So this is a simple if if and if else code. So now what we will do is we'll take another example for if else. I'll comment out this code, control slash. Same thing, we are entering a number. This time we want to check if number is even or odd. So if whatever number I am entering, if you remember, we had a functionality called modulo. So what is the even number? When you divide by 2, the remainder should be 0. So when you divide by 2, the remainder should be 0. If you want to check the remainder, we should use a comparison operator, double equal to 0. If number percentile 2 double equal to 0, that is whatever number we are entering, let's say 4, percentile 2 will give 2 as the quotient and 0 as the remainder. If it is equal to 0, it is considered as an even number. I say S out. Let me drag this bit. S out. Whatever what number we are entering, it is stored in number variable, right? Number is even. Okay. This is a if statement. Else, a number can be even or odd. So if a number is not even, we don't have to check the other condition. We can say directly that number is odd. So we have a scanner class above. We'll enter a number. We'll check if it is even or odd. Enter a number 10. 10 is even. So I'll test the other scenario also. Enter a number 3. 3 is odd. So I'll give a little bit space here and I'll run it again. Enter a number 5. 5 is odd as expected. So let me go for an edge case. Enter the number 0. 0 is even. So this is how we will write a if else uh, block. Then we will go for, we covered if and if else, then we'll go for else if and then nested if else. Here, what we will do is, for now, I'll comment out this block and I'm commenting out this block also. So you can uncomment it and use it later on when I refer to the code. So sys out, I want to print enter your marks. Whatever marks we are going to enter, it will be an integer. So I'll define a scanner class. This time I'll call the variable name as scan. Scanner scan equal to new scanner of system.in. So whatever value the user is want to enter, it will be stored in scan. But we want to tell that we are storing a int value. Int score equal to scan dot. I want to read next int. We have other provisions also. Next short, next byte, next for a string also we can read. So there are many other provisions, but we want to go for next int. Now we say if score greater than or equal to 90, if score is greater than or equal to 90, print out grade A. Else, okay, else we want to check another condition. This is else if score greater than or equal to 75, then we will print grade B. Then we say else if score greater than or equal to 60, print grade C. And lastly, whenever there is this else if kind of a chain going on, at the last condition, it's like if it is not greater than or equal to 90, then we come with if it is greater than or equal to 75 and less than 90, this block will be executed. If it is greater than or equal to 60 and less than 75, this block will be executed. For example, this will have values 75 to 60. This is greater than or equal to 75, right? So it will have values from 74 to 60. This will have values from 89 to 75. This will be checking values for that. So else what we will do is fail. So here anything less than 60, 59 to 0 will come here. So let me run this program. Enter your marks. Let's say I have got 100 marks. It's grade A. We'll check the same condition again. Let's say I have got 90 marks. It's grade A again. Let's say I have got 89 marks. So for 89, we will fall in this bracket. So ideally we should get grade B. We got grade B. Then we will check for 75 is grade B. Then we will check for 74 grade C. Let's say we'll check for 60 grade C. This kind of testing is called as edge case testing. This is the edge value, this is the edge value. So edge cases we are trying to test. For 59, it's fail. So let's say 35, it's again fail. This is how a nested if else works. So I'll comment out this part of the code. Comment out this part of the code. This is an else if. Sorry, this is an else if. We'll go to the nested if else example now. If for a nested if else, we'll go for an example now. Nested if else. So here I want to take a simple program called as login validation. So what I will do is string username equal to admin and string password equal to 1234. So when we want to compare strings, we have a different method. Like numbers, we are comparing with double equal to. We have a equals method for string. We'll discuss this when we come to the topic of strings. But for now, we'll remember that username dot. When you say dot, we'll get all the methods that are present inside a class. This is a string class, right? So class dot whatever methods you want to get, we'll get username dot equals admin. So if the username is correct and if password dot equals, we're comparing a string. That's why we are given double quotes here. We are comparing a string. That's why we are giving double quotes here and here. So if username is correct and if password is correct, what we will do is we will print out login successful. So inside this if block, we are writing a nested if else. That is, inside if block, if this condition is true, we write login successful. Else, we write wrong password. Okay, this is the case for if the username is correct, admin is correct. But password, if it is correct as 1234, we will log in. If password is wrong, we will get a wrong password message. But in this case, username itself is not admin. Username is different. So the message that we have to print here is invalid username. So this is a simple use case of nested if else. Let's try to run this. So we got logging successful because here we already initialized admin and 1234 hard coded here. Then what we will do is we will not hard code it. We will use a scanner class. Scanner input. So I am changing the variable name. It can be scanner, scan, input, anything. Only the class will be there. Like int I, int is a primitive, scanner is a non-primitive. Int I, like we use int x equal to 10. Here scanner is the class name which is non-primitive and the variable name is input. And here, whenever there is a class involved, we have to use the new keyword. And we need to initialize the constructor. I'll tell you what that means later on, but this is the part what I just referred to. So in order to use the scanner class, this is what we write like this. Later on, I'll explain why and how. So it's out, enter username. So when you want to enter username, instead of hard coding, we'll say input dot next. When I give next, it will read a string. Then I'll say enter password. Same, instead of hard coding, we'll say input dot next. We are storing it in a string. Now we will run this. This will work like the original program. So enter username. I'll go for the happy scenario. Admin. Enter password 1234. Login successful. Then second case is admin. I give a password as wrong 1324. It's a typo. I get wrong password as the result. Next scenario, this time user itself is not admin, or else there is some typo in the username. So enter password 1234. Invalid username. Password is correct, but invalid username. I'll go with another scenario. Admin 2, password 1324. Invalid username. We are not even checking the password here. As soon as we get to know that username is not correct, as soon as we get to know that this statement is false, we'll directly jump into here and we'll say invalid username. So this is how we will do if else, else if, and nested if else. So the switch case, break, continue, we will deal with them in the next session. Okay. So thank you very much for watching the video. Welcome to aArambh Roadmap to IT World, and have a nice day and all the best for your career.